Hello everyone, welcome to my channel called Living with Trauma. What I really want to do with this channel is to inspire and support people to find hope, ways to move forward so that your trauma doesn't trap you, hold you hostage, so you can become your magnificent self, your birthright, instead of looping in your trauma. Now, in my last video, I talked about early childhood developmental trauma. However, there is of course also trauma that happens to adults. So this would be obviously soldiers who have been in war, refugees, and people who aren't in those kinds of situations, who go through serious car accidents, losing a loved one. There are so many different kinds of trauma. I mean, trauma really touches everyone. Another thing about trauma is our nervous system is, as everyone knows, our nervous system is in our body, and trauma affects our body, of course, our physical being. So one really needs to understand your nervous system. Now, there are teachers like Irene Lyon. I'll put a link to her website. Dr. Gabor Mate is another one that teach about the nervous system. So I won't go into the details about that. However, one thing that I did not understand when I was on my healing journey, and which is why it took me so long, is that I was trying to push myself really hard, and the nervous system needs time. We need to go slow. It needs to unwind slowly. Things that happen to us get locked into our nervous system, into our cellular bodies, our cellular memory, and you can't just take them out as if one's in surgery. They need time. We need to be gentle, and we need to integrate. So it's a process. And what I tried to do was go to different teachers, teachings, workshops, programs, and force myself to heal, to get better, like an addict, wanting to be free of pain and wanting my next fix. And so I was addicted to workshops and processes. The problem was I was coming from this mistaken belief that I was broken and needing to be fixed. The truth is, none of us are broken. We believe we are. And whatever we have gone through and experienced in life becomes part of our belief system. So really all we need to do, all I say, but it is the hardest thing to do, is to let go. We think that if we let go, we will lose our identity, because our identity is wound up with who we think we are, because all we know is what we know. However, we actually are a lot more than who we think we are and what we know. I know that sounds a bit odd, but we are so much more. However, it takes time to move beyond the limitations of our beliefs. As you can hear, I'm obviously a spiritual person, and we are a lot more than what we see and experience. I believe we are multidimensional beings. So, and we are of course having an experience at this in our physical bodies. However, we are so much more than this. Anyway, so there are as many different ways to heal as there are people on the planet. And what I will be sharing on my channel here is ways that have supported me, and I hope you will find some inspiration for yourself. And please comment and share. However, it's really important for everybody to check in and to see what works for themselves. And I know it can be hard to find out what does work. Initially, I tried all kinds of different things because I didn't feel I had a self to bounce off of. Now I'm much more discerning, much more self-aware. My body guides me. However, it takes time. So the most important thing is to be gentle and to realize that ultimately we do not need to heal. We are healed. However, we don't know we are. We don't feel we are. So it's about being in relationship with ourselves and and realizing that our traumas, our adversities are actually windows into our openings to becoming magnificent. However, we do need to acknowledge how we're feeling and our anger, rage, injustice, inability to forgive, all these messy things that are not fixed. However, they are there, and until we start to acknowledge how we're feeling and get real and honest about it, we can't release and in order to let go. So thank you so much for listening, and I will share more. If you like what you hear, like and subscribe down below. And please take good care and remember to be gentle with yourselves. Thank you. Bye-bye.